With the Seven of Wands, I feel like you're trying to fight. You're fighting everyone and everything. And you feel like you're just fighting and not getting anywhere. And you may not even realize you're fighting. Sometimes it's unconscious fighting, but you're fighting the universe in this one. And then it goes into the devil. So I gotta cover up the boobies. And, you know, it's showing that you have no enemy. You have no one to fight. You're fighting yourself. You do. You're in this Queen of Wands energy, and the Queen of Wands is but it's about, you know, sharp words, and you may not even realize you're doing this, but you just go, oh, well, they're not gonna help me anyway, or that's just the way it is, but you feel like you're working so hard, you just keep working and you're not getting anywhere. And you don't understand why. I see the world reversed here. And it's showing that your guides, your angels, your ancestors, they want better, and you're causing this to happen to yourself. You're stuck in this mentality of screwed or be screwed. That's the way the world works. But it's not. That's not what it's about. And you feel like you have to fight for everything you have, and you're on survival mode. And you gotta get out of survival mode. I've got the privileged lady here, and then we've got the distant horizons, and then we've got toils and labor. And I'm gonna kind of read them all together because I think they go together really nicely, and they really sum up your tarot cards. But it's like you feel like for some reason you have this belief that privileged people, maybe maybe they're not, you know, they're stuck up, or they're all greedy, or they all are jerks. And that's not true. But for some reason you feel this way, and this belief is holding you back. I mean, I see on this distant horizons that you want to get to this ship, this colorful ship. This is your Ten of Pentacles. This is your, you know, all your wishes and hopes and dreams. And they're sitting right here. But you feel like you're all chained up in this chain that's going across on this anchor. You know, and you can't bring it in. And you don't understand why. And you have these birds all over the place. And birds are always messages from your angels. They're from your angels. They're from your spirit guides. They're from your higher self. And they're from the universe. They're synchronicities. And they're always there to give you messages and lead you and guide you where you need to be. And they're trying to tell you something. And you don't understand what they're trying to tell you. Because you're so stuck in this toil and labor card. I mean, you just keep working and working and working. And you feel like you're never going to get there. And you don't understand why. And the reason you're never going to get there is because of your bad beliefs. Maybe it's with money. Maybe it's not the privilege. Maybe it's money. But you have this lack mentality, and this mentality is what's keeping you down. And that's what you have to change. If you can change this lack mentality and change your beliefs, and trust me, that shit ain't easy. Okay, it's just not. It's hard work. But it can be done. I mean, doing mantras and I am confirmations, and, you know, working with your inner self, with your shadow work, and going in deep and, you know, figuring out, why do I feel this way? Why do I think this way about money? Why do I think this way about work? Why do I feel this way about society? And if you start doing that, you will get your ship. You will have it all. You'll have more than you ever could think of. You really will. I mean, I'm looking at your oracle cards right here. So I draw the cards first, but I don't sit here and look at them. I draw them, I put them in piles, and then I go through them. In fact, people ask me all the time, but I make my videos with the music and all the things in it before I ever draw any cards. But you've got the middle world here, you know, which is talking about, you know, it's the middle world is all about bringing, you know, what you have from the, you know, what you have from the spirit realm and your angels and your ancestors and what you have from the earth and bringing it together. It's making everything in the 3D. It's making it happen. It's bringing it here. And, you know, you have the circle, you know, and when I look at this, my first instinct with this is talking about, you know, people and how they're all helping you. There's all this help waiting to help you. But you're going, no, I don't need you. I can do it better on my own. Why is this not working? Oh my God, what do I do? And that's where you're sitting, and, you know, it's not helping you. And you have the Jaguar, which is coming in to help you. to the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is all about new beginnings and being in the middle of a battle. So it says that you're in the middle of a battle and you're tired and you're exhausted and you're like, do I have to keep fighting? How long is it going to be till my turn till I get this success that we had before? Well, you're almost there. You're halfway there. It's coming, I promise. The card you had is the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is all about nurturing and having what you need and being successful. And underneath it you have, and it's supposed to explain why you have it. That's what happens when they come out in twos. You have the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is all about nostalgia and remembering things from your past or your childhood or probably related to children, related to how it relates. So what I see here is that what's really bothering you and what you really need to know that you're not looking at is you are feeling trapped by a false person. And I don't think this false person really exists. Oh, my spirit guides say no, they do exist. So someone is false. Someone from your past is not what you make them out to. Often we want to, in our dreams or when we look back on, we want to romanticize things. We want to make them better than they were. And this is what it's saying. That this person, whether you're seeing them all the time or not, they're imprisoning you. You're imprisoned. You're being imprisoned by your thoughts. See, because you got thoughts over here, I'm 16. So, you keep thinking about them and romanticizing them in this wonderful view, when really that's not who they are, and that's not who they were then. And it's keeping you stuck. It's keeping you stuck in this energy of exhaustion and battling and not getting anywhere. Because we all want the success, right? You gotta have the success. And in order to get this success, you have to let this person go. And you have to realize it was what it was. It's in the past. I don't know if you know this or not, but I've lived a lot of different places, and I mean a lot of different places. I never grew up like most people did, where you could, sit here and say, oh, you remember when? I never had that till I was out on my own as an adult. All my childhood, I never lived anywhere longer than a year. Ever. My entire life. And we're not talking, oh, you moved across town. No, I moved countries. Away. So I knew no one. I had no remembrance of things. And, we like to look back and think of the best things. The stuff that really makes you smile and you want to think about. And, there's been times in my life, it's the point of the story, so I'll wrap it up. There's a point in your life where you get a chance to go back. And sometimes you get to go back to those small towns. They were all little bitty small towns. And you get to see these people again. And nobody's the way you remember them. Because they have changed and grown and moved on. And you still think of them the way you did from who they used to be. And that's what this is trying to tell you, is that this person is not who they used to be. They have moved on. They have grown up. They have changed. Maybe they have kids now. Maybe they don't. Maybe, all kinds of things happens in life. The only guarantees in this life are that things are going to change. Whether you want the change and you're ready for the change or not, it will happen. We all have points in our lives where we just change. And you can sit here and you can live in your fantasies, and you can sit here and stay stuck. And you can live in that past, and you can hope that, things will never change. You can make your life not change. You can stay stuck. But the world will move on without you. No matter what you do, everything will keep changing. you know. And I think people who see this the most in life are people who have ever been locked up, or in the military overseas, or anyone who's been locked away from civilization for any time period, for any reason, you know, because you come home and you think, I'm home, and you know, I'm gonna go see my friend and we're gonna go to the mall like we always did, but your friend doesn't like to go to the mall anymore, and she's married and has kids, and you know, she's got crying babies coming out her butt and she don't know what to do. You know, there's always something different because life moves on. Whether you're there to move with it or not, it's gonna move on. So I always suggest that you try to move with it because it's easier that way. It's much easier that way. But anyway, let's get into your oracle. This is the symbol of the myth maker and the storyteller, who is neither made nor defined by the story. Instead, he observes it, evolves through it, perceives all aspects of it. In doing so, the mystic shaman represents the ability to dream a new story, a new myth into being. He dances between worlds, wearing the cloak of the world loosely around his shoulders and singing the world into being. He reminds us to be in the world and travel through it, but not to be defined by it or become too attached to the experience. The serpent is the life force of Mother Earth, the coiled serpent of the Kundalini that brings passion, healing, and renewal. She offers us the fruit of the tree of knowledge of the Garden of Eden, and reminds us to shed the past, the way she sheds her tired, old skin. Serpent comes to offer you the forbidden fruit that will set your passions and creativity free. The serpent power of the Kundalini, is stirring within your chakras, gently asking you to embrace its mystery, shed the old skin that you have been so attached to, and welcome the vulnerable pink underbelly that will bring you a fresh experience in your life. Your passion, sexuality are awakening, and this can be scary. Trust the wisdom of the serpent to transform your sensual energies into beautiful, original manifestation. Trust the universe. Trust your guides. Trust your angels. Ask for their help. They are all here to help you as you transform into this new, beautiful you, so you can be even more beautiful, even more powerful, better than you ever were before. Take your first step into this new journey, in this new time of your life, not regretting, not looking back, but excited to see what is to come in the future.